Yes, this comment is 100% true. At the end of the episode, Armand becomes Louis's hoe and Louis becomes Armand's pimp. Okay, like that is the dynamic. You have a hoe and you have a pimp. That's why Louis feels very comfortable talking about Lestat and disrespecting Armand in front of Daniel, because Armand is a hoe. Like we see it in season 1 when he's like, Rashid, you're lingering, or when Armand is over here serving the table. Once he called Louis Maitre, he put himself in a very submissive state. You have a former hoe and a former pimp going back, doing what they do best. And that's going back to those BDSM dynamics. That's why I said Armand and Louis are very sick. It's very fucking sick. Yeah, it's terrible. Even when they're arguing in the future, Louis, like Armand says something really slick to him, and then he was like, oh, I take it back. And then Louis like, yeah, you better take that shit the fuck back. So, yeah, like there's nothing romantic about this. This is a slave and master relationship, a BDSM relationship. Do I think there's love? Yes. Do I think there's fondness? Absolutely. Do I think it's like Armand accept the fact that he would never be Lestat? I think he is tired and he's very hurt. Like, you can see that Armand is kind of numb to the pain of getting Louis to really accept him wholeheartedly. Like, that's just not going to happen. And then you have, but Armand doesn't want to leave Louis, because if he leaves Louis, who is he stuck with? He doesn't have nobody. Like, Lestat abandoned him, his maker abandoned him, the only person he has is Louis, and he's holding on to Louis with dear life. And you can see that Louis feels like Armand is weak, and it's kind of like a thing where he doesn't respect Armand, and that respect is very evident. Like, he would have never had Lestat walk around and pretend to be a fucking slave. He would never do that shit. Lestat would never do that shit. Armand doesn't have self-respect. And this is the love that he thinks he deserves. He thinks he deserves to be someone's slave, because that's what he knows, and that's what he knows best. He's very uncomfortable being in a role of authority. He's not used to it. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. He wants to be submissive. And with all that power, is just, he wants to be submissive to Louis. So yeah, this is 100% a very toxic BDSM relationship, but it is consensual. Like, this would be what BDSM is slave and master. Slave master, sex and bondage, that's what they do. They role play. But yeah, it's real sick. I mean, that's just what it is. I don't know what to say about it. Like, that's just the tea. That's just how they are. And we're going to see more of this dynamic play out, because we already got the trailer. Remember the old trailer when Armand is like mocking Louis, like, Lestat. I wouldn't be surprised if Louis takes on the Lestat role in this and start pimp slapping fucking Armand. But you got these two people of color, this Indian man, this black man, and they're in a consensual, it is consensual. So, you know,